The path to legalizing pot was laid out by the Liberal government today, although many details are still to be decided by the provinces. What it means here in BC in a moment, but first, Aaron MacArthur has more details of this historic legislation.
An election promise fulfilled. The Liberals explaining what legal weed will look like. The two bills needed to do this come with major implications to public health, criminal justice, and government finance.
I'm very proud that our government has committed to doing a better job of protecting our kids and to take the profits out of organized crime.
The new laws will make it legal for adults to possess up to 30 grams of pot for personal consumption, as well as allow home growers to have up to 4 plants. Amounts over that still illegal, and punishments include 14 years in jail. Driving high also now strictly regulated. Punishments on the books include life in jail. Critics say the government is treading into uncharted territory with this bill.
It's surprising to us because I don't know that it's going to be particularly effective or necessary.
Once the legislation passes, most of the finer details still need to be worked out at the provincial level. Where will pot be sold? Are drugstores or liquor stores going to be involved? Where is the tax revenue going to go? These are all major questions, and provinces have until July 2018 to figure it all out.
We are going to ask an expert committee of law enforcement and health officials to give us their best advice about how we would ensure its distribution is done well and safely.
The price point is too high, the black market will remain. We want to make sure we're getting rid of the gang lifestyle, getting rid of that black market.
The federal government will continue with regulated growers supplying a licensed industry, trying to push out black market growers and illegal dispensaries. Convincing marijuana users to abandon what they know might be the biggest challenge of this new legislation. Aaron MacArthur, Global News.
Well, the big question in this province, how will the new laws affect what is legal or not already a pretty well-established industry in BC? Global's Paul Johnson is live in Vancouver at a medical marijuana dispensary with that part of the story. Paul.
Chris, it's a big question as to what's going to happen. If you come down to a store like WestCanna on Broadway, where we are right now, you see this is a well-organized, busy retail establishment. They certainly hope that they can make the jump from doing medical marijuana to recreational under the new format, but they know right now it's all in Victoria's hands.
Take a look at the new face of the BC marijuana business. If White Rock's Chris Dollard looks more like a business consultant, it's because that's exactly his background.
Cannabis is going to become a global industry, and because of that, we see a tremendous opportunity to work with other countries and to work also in Canada and coordinate between the two.
Dollard's company, Rise Research, is partnering with pot growers in Jamaica to try and build an import business around some of the world's most exotic strains of marijuana. By sourcing international varieties, he hopes to do for pot what importers have done with wine.
We're working with the growers, and we're going to be putting together a program to help Rastafarian growers who have been doing this for hundreds of years, taking their best practices and aligning them to Canadian standards.
We know that criminal prohibition has failed to protect our kids.
Today's announcement from Ottawa makes Canada the only G8 country to move to full legalization. Though a growing handful of American states have moved in the same direction, pot businesses there are hobbled by federal law that still makes them illegal. They can't even get access to banks, meaning many of BC's veteran pot entrepreneurs may be well poised to take advantage of whatever happens in the future. Some are not so optimistic, though.
The good part is that this is a message to people around the world that they too can legalize marijuana nationwide.